everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Miro, and in today's tutorial I'll be showing you guys how to go about the cutting and sewing of this beautiful bustier button down collar dress I'm putting on right now. And if this is something you are interested in learning how to make, you will definitely keep on watching. And if you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload new video. So let's head down to the tutorials. So this is my basic bodice measurement. My neckline, I took a 3 by 3 inch. So I came down by 1 inch from the shoulder line to get my shoulder slope. So that's my bust point, my under bust, then my half length. So that's the chest line I'm indicating there. I'm just going to extend my chest line measurements to meet my center front. So this is basically what we need to get this dress done. So the next thing we are going to be doing now is that we are going to indicate where my neck, I'm going to indicating where my neckline will stop. So you can decide to use 8. You can decide to use any figure that you want. This is basically depending on your preference. So I used my 9 for mine. So whatever you have for your round armhole measurement, you divide it by 2. Whatever you have for your round armhole measurement, you're just going to measure it, divide by 2. So mine was 8. I divided it by 2. So I'm just going to connect both points together. You're just going to connect both points together. So I'm just connecting mine. So that's it. That's what you do. So the next thing we are going to do now is that we are going to be taking our nipple to nipple measurement. Mine is 4. So you can work with whatever nipple to nipple measurement you have. Mine is 4. So whatever you have, you just get extend the figure to your half length. Then you're connecting all the lines together. You connect all the lines together down to your hemline. So this particular dress, we are going to extend the nipple to nipple measurements to that neckline measurement we've gotten previously. So you can see me doing it. You just extend it to your neckline. So the next thing we are going to be doing now is that we are going to be taking our dart. So for mine, I used 1 inch on both sides for my dart. So for your underbust, for my underbust, I also used 1 inch. So this measurement is not standard. So it's depending on the body measurement you are using to you are working with. So mine, I used 1. So if you are working with a plus size, you can use 1.5 for your underbust tightening. So please, you come down half inch from your bust point, then you connect together. So that is it. We are still going to do the same thing for the other side. You come down by half of an inch from your bust point, then you connect. So I'm basically trying to adjust my curve. So that is it. So the next thing we are going to be doing is that we are going to be tightening our neckline for this dress. So mine, I took half inch on both sides. And I'm just going to connect straight down to my bust point. Connecting straight down to my bust point. So you do the same thing. Like I said earlier, this measurement I'm using is not standard. It's depending on the body measurements you are working with. So that is what I'm basically doing. So I've connected the lines together. So we are going to be taking those parts off. I'm basically just shading them out. We are going to be taking those parts off. We are not needing them. So we are taking them out. So the next thing we are doing now is that we are going to be taking our bust dart. Whatever you have from your bust point to your under bust, you divide by 2. Then you get the figure and connect to your bust point. We are not adding cups. We are not adding cups, and we are not padding this dress. We are not adding cups. We are not adding padding the dress. So if you don't take your bust that measurement, you will not have that cup like structure on your dress. So the bustier structure on your dress, you won't have it. So you take that. So the next we are doing now is that we are going to take a round measurement. So make sure you replace your darts to avoid shortage. Replace your darts. I replaced mine then plus my sewing allowance. I'm soon going to do the same thing for the bust point area. My bust measurement divided by 4 plus my sewing allowance and the dart intake. So for the under bust, your under bust measurement divided by 4 plus your dart intake and your sewing allowance. You do the same thing for the waistline. Do the same thing for the waistline. Please make sure you replace your darts. Make sure you replace your dart to avoid shortage. So the next we are going to be doing now is that we are going to be connecting all the lines together. We're connecting all the lines together from the bust to the under bust and also to the waistline, like I have just done now. So you do the same thing. So if you have any question, you can drop it at the comment section. So the next thing is that we are going to come down from our neckline, from our shoulder line by 2 inches. We are coming down from our shoulder line by 2 inches. Then we connect it to the second dart leg. Our second dart leg, you connect it there. You do the same thing for yours. So that part I'm labeling now is that it's going to be open. That part is going to be open. So you are going to be cutting that part out. So before you cut that part out, make sure that neckline, from that 3 to 3 inch we got from our round neckline, make sure you take your measurements. Make sure you take your measurements. That will help you to get your strap you are using for the buttonhole. This dress has a buttonhole. So to avoid shortage and also to avoid not knowing the figure and having excess on your buttonhole strap you are going to be putting on this dress, make sure you take that your measurement. So what we are doing now is that I went out by 1/2 inch from my armhole to avoid shortage, just in case after joining my darts there is shortage. So it's better to be on the safer side. So this is what we have for the front. So for the back, this is the back measurement. I already took it, just our basic back measurement. So I went in by 1 inch from the neckline to 3 inch, have 1 inch for the shoulder slope. So for the dart, I took in 1/2 inch on both sides for the dart. So for that center back, it's optional for me. I didn't slash my center back. I didn't take any excess arts from that part. So it's optional. So this is what we have for the back. You take all your measurements together. So this is me just cutting out the front bodice. Just cutting out the front bodice. So I'm cutting out the neckline now. So before we cut out that open part, we are going to be taking our round neckline measurement. So you're going to pair both shoulders together. So you can tape it down. If you have a tape, you can tape it down or just hold it and with something and take your round neckline measurement for the front and that of the back. You are going to write the figure somewhere so that you don't forget. So you are going to be needing it while fixing our collar. We're going to use it to cut out our collar. So for mine, I think I got 9 for mine. I got 9 for mine. So whatever you get, make sure you add 1 inch to it. So this is the 9 I got for mine. So whatever you get, make sure you add 1 inch to it. When we were cutting this pattern, we didn't add our button allowance. So we are going to be cutting it separately. So whatever you have for your neckline, make sure you add 1 inch to it. That will save us while we have for the extra we are going to be cutting for our button allowance. So the extra we are going to for our button allowance will be 1 inch. So whatever you have for your neckline measurement, you are going to be adding 1 inch to it. Mine was 9, so I added 1 inch to it, making it 10. So these are our front neck, our front bodies. So the next thing we are doing now is that I'm going to be cutting out all the darts from this pattern, all the darts from the front pattern. So I'm just basically going to just cut out all the dirt. You do the same thing for yours. So now at this point, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe, like, share to other people, so that YouTube will recommend my videos to other people. So like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hit on the notification bell so that when next I upload other videos, you'll be notified. So the next thing we are going to be doing now is that I've already cut out the center of front. So the next thing we are doing now is that we're going to be taking out that part. So please, before you take out that part, make sure you take the measurement of that open part. So that's what you are going to be adding to the remaining half length to get your button allowance. So the next thing now, we are going to be cutting the bust dart to tighten our bust. So if you have a tape, you just take it upward like that, then you tape it down. You tape it down, yes, to be in one piece. You tape it down like that. This one will help you to get that cup effect on your dress. You know, we are not padding it. So this is the fabric I'm using. It's an Ankara fabric. Indicate where I'll be taking my dart for the back. So I'm just going to notch it. I'm just going to notch it. So you do same for yours. So that's basically it. So I've already notched it. So I'm going to be joining all the pieces together, lining to lining, fabric to fabric. But before then, I'm going to be infusing I infused the paper stay to my front bodice. I just did that for only my front body. So the next thing is that I'm going to be facing right side to right side for the front. So I'm just going to sew. So you face right side to right side for both lining and fabric, then you sew. So here I've already finished sewing for the front. Yeah, so make sure you slash your front open, slash your center front open, slash it open, because we are going to be fixing our button allowance there. This is the back. I've taken my dart for both the main fabric and also for the lining. So I've used the lining, I've stitched the lining on both sides for the back. So the next thing is I'm going to be turning it out. You know, I said we are not going, if you're using lining, please don't turn the neckline. So you're just going to turn it out like so. I'm going to turn it out like so. So this is it. Just trying to arrange it properly. So the next thing now is I'm going to notch my underbust. After sewing, please notch your underbust so it will relax very well. So I'm just giving it a nice notch, and also I'm going to open and press my seam allowance. So please make sure you do so. You do the same thing. Open and press properly. You know, we didn't pad this dress, and also the bust, we didn't pad it, and also we are not adding breast cup to it. So you need to iron very well with your tailor's hand. You can see as I have ironed mine. So this is it. It's looking so clean and fine. So you do the same thing for yours. So that is it for the joining for the bust. So that is it. So you can see, even without adding the breast cup, without padding it, you can see how it's looking so firm. It's looking so firm. You can see the cup effect there. So it's looking so firm. So you do the same thing for yours. Do the same thing for yours. So the next thing we are doing now is that we are going to be using the lining of right side for the lining, right side of the main fabric. We are going to be joining them together. So we are going to use the lining to turn out the neckline. We are using the line to turn out the neckline and the sides. We turn out the neckline and the sides. So I'll do that and come back and show you the results. So I have finished turning out the neckline. So here I didn't turn out the side. Please turn out the side. If you are sewing yours, turn out the side. So you can top stitch. You can decide to top stitch and also use hemi gum to make your neckline firm. So here I use hemi gum. So I'm just basically just pressing it. Basically pressing it together to make it one piece. So that's what I'm doing here right now. So this is what the dress is looking like right now. So if you do the same thing, if you follow this video, this is the same result you are going to get. So the next thing now is that we are going to be cutting out our button allowance strap. Like I said, you are going to, the measurement I said you should take from the onset, that's what you are going to use to cut your center front measurement. Please take it before, after getting your neckline, take the remaining parts of the measurement. After getting your depth of the neckline, whatever you have remaining is what you are going to use to cut your button allowance. So when it was open, it was 3 inch. So I used 1 inch to fold it inside on both sides. So then unfold now is now 1 inch. So I hope you understand. When it's opened, it's 3 inch. So I use half inch to fold it on both sides. Then I place my fabric in between. Then I top stitched on it. So this is what we have right now. So please take it, because I made mistake on this part. I didn't take the measurements, so the strap was a little bit too long for, as you can see, it's supposed to end at that part where the curve for the opening is. So I later did the adjustments. Anyways, that's why I said take your measurements before cutting out your pattern. As you can see, it was a little bit too long for me, so I did the adjustment. Anyways, this is how it's looking like right now. Hey guys, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do well to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos. So we are going to be facing right side to right side. Then you join your shoulders together, right side of the front, right side of the back, facing each other. Then you join the shoulders together. So this is what you should have after joining your shoulders. This is what you should have. Next thing we are going to be doing is to cut our collar. So that's the collar stand and that's the collar. So unfold, the collar stand is 2 inch, while unfold the collar is 3 inch. So that's the collar. So we're going to fold the collar like so. So to get the slant effect of the collar, we are going to go in by 1 inch. So this collar now is the round neck measurements we took. The round neck measurements we took in our pattern, that was 9 plus 1 inch, which made it 10. So you cut the 10, then you add 1 inch allowance, making it 11. So this is 11 inch unfold. You go in by 1 inch, then you give it that slant curve. So here we are going to go in by half of an inch so that your collar can relax very well at the back. You're going in by half of an inch, then you just connect it straight to meet the other side of the collar, then you cut it out. So this is what we are having now for the collar. So this is the collar stand. It's 4 inch opened, unfold is 2 inch. So we are still going to fold it together like so. Then the next thing we are going to be doing now is that, so I'm just constructing the measurement. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to go in by 1 inch there, going in by 1 inch there to give it that curve effect. I'm just basically trying to curve it to give it that curve effect. So the next thing I'm going to cut it out like so. So of course, also cross-checking the measurement. This is also the 10 inch we got, the 9 inch we got for a round neck, plus the 1 inch for the collar stand, for the button allowance. So you add 1 inch for your sewing allowance also. So this is what we have for the collar. So we are still going to proceed to work on the collar stand. we are still going to place it on fold. Okay, you can place it on fold. You can just sketch it like so. You place it on fold, then you come down by 0.5 inch or one or half of an inch. You can come down by 0.5 inch. Then you just cut it out. Come down by 0.5 inch, then you cut it out like so. So this is what we have for the collar. You can see. So I infused collar stay to it. You can infuse whatever you want for your collar. So I infused collar stay to it, the medium one. So the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to notch the center. So you're going to notch the center of this collar and the collar stand. Then you place them like so. You take it to the sewing machine and stitch them together. So this is what it should be looking like after stitching them together, as you can see. So you just give it a nice press. So the cuff part should be at the upper side. Just take a look at this. So I'll do a detailed tutorial on how to cut a collar. So this is what we are having right now. You just open like so, then you give it a nice press. Just give it a nice press. Iron it properly. So this is what we are having right now. As you can see, how neat it is and so fine. So you do your own like so. You do your own like so. So the next we are going to be doing now, we are going to be attaching the collar to the dress. Yes, we are going to be attaching the collar to the dress from one end to the other. Please, you are going to pin. Make sure you pin it. So when you are done, you have this. When you're done, you have this. This is what you'll be having when you're done. So the next thing, you're going to be flipping the other side to cover up this rough edge here. So you are going to fold it like so. You see the way I'm folding it? You fold it like so, take it to your sewing machine, then you stitch from that end to the other end. So after that, you'll be having this. So here I've fixed my collar, I've added my sleeve, then I did a little slight airline pattern for the down part, airline flare for the down part. So you can feel free to make your own as a jumpsuit, as a top, whatever you're making with it is fine. You can see I've attached the down part to it, then the sleeves. So we have come to the end of today's tutorial. So if this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe. See you on my next one. Bye.